You've probably seen the videos. I ate nothing but olive oil for 72 hours. My inflammation disappeared. My metabolism reset. My body detoxed itself. And if you're over 50, trying to eat better, manage inflammation, or protect your heart, it's easy to stop scrolling and think, is there something to this? Because olive oil already has a reputation as one of the healthiest foods on the planet. It's recommended by doctors, praised in nutrition headlines, and strongly associated with longevity in Mediterranean cultures. So today, we're not doing the stunt. We're doing something far more valuable. We're breaking down what actually happens inside your body if you consume only olive oil for 72 hours, why these videos feel convincing, where the science actually supports olive oil, and where this extreme approach quietly works against your health, especially as you age. And at the end, I'll show you how olive oil should actually be used if your goal is metabolic health, reduced inflammation, and long-term vitality. Let's start with why this trend exists in the first place. Olive oil has earned its health halo, and that part is real. Extra virgin olive oil is rich in monounsaturated fats, which are associated with improved cholesterol profiles, better insulin sensitivity, and reduced cardiovascular risk. It also contains polyphenols, plant compounds that reduce oxidative stress and help calm inflammatory pathways. This is why olive oil is a cornerstone of the Mediterranean diet, one of the most studied eating patterns linked to longer life, better brain health, and lower rates of heart disease. But here's where the internet takes a sharp turn. People hear olive oil is healthy and jump to the idea that more must be better. Then comes the leap. If olive oil is good, eating only olive oil must somehow supercharge those benefits. That leap ignores how human physiology actually works. If you consumed only olive oil for 72 hours, the first thing that happens is a major shift in fuel usage. Olive oil is pure fat, no protein, no carbohydrates, no fiber, no electrolytes, no essential vitamins like B12 or vitamin C. Within the first 12 to 24 hours, your body burns through stored glucose and liver glycogen. Insulin levels drop and fat becomes the dominant fuel source. This is the phase people often describe as feeling amazing. Hunger fades, cravings quiet down, energy may feel steady, and some people even report mental clarity. This is where the videos hook you. But this feeling isn't metabolic healing, it's fuel deprivation combined with adaptation. And adaptation comes at a cost. By day 2, your body starts compensating for what's missing. Without incoming protein, your body still needs amino acids for essential functions, immune defense, enzyme production, neurotransmitters, tissue repair, and maintaining blood glucose for cells that cannot run on fat alone. So your body gets those amino acids the only way it can, by breaking down your own muscle tissue. This matters far more after 50. Muscle loss isn't just about strength. It directly affects metabolic rate, balance, insulin sensitivity, bone density, and long-term independence. Even short periods of inadequate protein intake can accelerate muscle breakdown, especially if you're not actively resistance training. This is one of the biggest problems with fat-only approaches, and it's almost never mentioned in viral content. Then there's your digestive system. Olive oil contains zero fiber. Fiber feeds beneficial gut bacteria, supports bowel regularity, slows glucose absorption, and plays a role in cholesterol regulation. When fiber intake drops to zero, gut motility slows and microbial diversity declines. This is when constipation, bloating, nausea, or abdominal discomfort often appear, symptoms that rarely make it into 72-hour challenge edits. Another issue develops quietly: electrolyte imbalance. Olive oil contains virtually no sodium, potassium, or magnesium. Over several days, this can lead to fatigue, headaches, dizziness, muscle cramps, and heart rhythm disturbances, particularly in people managing blood pressure or taking medications. And then there's the gallbladder. Consuming large amounts of fat forces repeated gallbladder contractions to release bile. For individuals with gallstones or reduced gallbladder function, this can trigger significant pain or digestive distress. And for those of you who have had their gallbladder removed, disaster. That's not detoxification, that's physiological stress. Now let's pause here, because this is where people often push back. They'll say, "But I feel better," and that's important to address. Short-term restriction often feels beneficial because it removes triggers, processed foods, excess sugar, erratic eating patterns. The relief comes from what you removed, not from the extreme replacement. Any dramatic dietary shift can produce noticeable sensations, but dramatic does not mean beneficial, and it certainly does not mean sustainable. Now let's talk about inflammation, the biggest promise behind these videos. Yes, olive oil has anti-inflammatory properties. That's well supported. But inflammation is not controlled by a single food. It's regulated by blood sugar stability, gut health, sleep quality, stress, movement, and overall dietary patterns. You don't reduce inflammation by starving your body of nutrients. You reduce it by supporting the systems that regulate it. Another popular claim is that eating only olive oil resets metabolism. Metabolism does not reset in 72 hours. What actually happens is temporary energy restriction combined with carbohydrate depletion. Water weight drops, appetite hormones fluctuate, the scale may change. But none of this represents improved metabolic health. In fact, repeated cycles of extreme restriction can reduce metabolic flexibility over time, making it harder for your body to efficiently switch between fuels. Now let's talk about aging, because this is where context matters most. As we age, our tolerance for extremes narrows, recovery slows, muscle loss accelerates, nutrient deficiencies have a greater impact. What worked in your 30s may quietly work against you in your 50s and 60s. This is why the goal isn't shock and awe nutrition, the goal is resilience. So what's the smarter takeaway? Olive oil is most powerful when used as part of a complete, balanced meal. Paired with protein to preserve muscle, paired with fiber-rich vegetables to support gut health, paired with whole foods that provide micronutrients. Drizzle extra virgin olive oil over vegetables. Use it with eggs, fish, beans, or lentils. Incorporate it into meals that stabilize blood sugar instead of spiking it. That's where the real benefits live, not in extremes, not in deprivation, and not in viral challenges. Here's the bottom line. Olive oil is a delicious, nutritious tool, not a cleanse. A support food, not a standalone solution. And no amount of olive oil can replace protein, fiber, or micronutrients. If you've seen those olive oil only videos and wondered if you're missing out, you're not. You're better off eating well, not eating less. If this helped you understand the why behind the trend instead of just the hype, like the video and subscribe to Modern Wellness Lab for science-backed, no-nonsense wellness content. And let me know in the comments, what viral health trend should we break down next?